of all 6 wives, I can assure you, I was the favorite. I'm not a pick-me. No, no, no. I simply am stating facts. You may think it not to be true because I was less educated than Anne and Catherine. It is true, I did not receive such good education. I was not born into great families like they were. I could only write a little bit, read a little bit, but I was much more talented when it came to needlework or house chores. You know, chores, work that are fitted for women, which is why Henry favored me until his death. The only reason I wasn't with him until he died is because I died first, really. But the only proof you need is in this pudding I will present you. Well, first off, after he cuts Anne's head off, the very next day, he proposed to me. Imagine being engaged the very next day, the day after the death of your boyfriend's ex. That's a bit much, isn't it? Well, I think it's a great testament to the love he has for me. And it was only a matter of couple of months before we were married and I was Queen of England. Well, of course, I used to be one of Anne Boleyn's lady in court, which makes the whole thing a lot more awkward. You know, it's never nice to marry your boss's husband. I was also a lady of the court of Catherine of Aragon. I was always there in the shadow, or rather in plain sight, waiting for my turn, waiting for the right moment to catch Henry's attention. And I knew what he wanted. He wanted an heir. He wanted a male, and I gave that to him. Little Edward VI. Thank you, you're welcome. I am the reason why the Tudor could live on. Dynasty would not die because I could do what those clever women, Anne and Catherine, could not. Miscarriages, stillborn daughters. I delivered a son within a year. Which is why, by performing my wifely duties, I remain a favorite. And I strongly believe that after me, Henry never truly loved anyone else. When I arrived at court, people were quite shocked. I was quite different to Queen Anne. Well, first of all, no more of that French fashion, so vulgar. And I was quite strict, down to controlling the number of pearls my ladies in court were wearing. I was strict like that. I had a bit of a controlling issue. But you know, when you become queen, it all, becomes so grand, so scary sometimes. So, it is me, the third wife, the favorite wife. Yes, I did not need my wits or my beauty to charm the king because he knew I was going to be a good wife and provide him with a son. Now, it is quite sad I had to die in such a cruel way. Few days, few weeks, I think it was after I gave birth, I died of a terrible fever. Could not even see the christening of my own son. Tradition, and I am one to respect traditions, so I could only stay in my quarters and I died. But as I was saying, I was Henry's favourite, which is why when he died, he asked to be buried with me. I was the one he always considered the true Queen of England. Because I am the true Queen. Me, plain Jane. You might call me like that if you wish. Nevertheless, I'm the one who gave an heir, and I did not get decapitated by my husband. I did not get locked up in a tower. I did not get divorced. My marriage did not get annulled. I'm quite lucky if you considered the other women, the ones before, the ones after. Really, I did a terrific job by just obeying and serving. I shall be remembered that way, as an obedient wife who performed her duties to the king, to God. It is quite a delight to be the favourite of Henry. And he's not an easy man. Just once, I wanted to meddle in his affairs politically. I had a bit of an interest. Not so bright, but I thought I could add some of my knowledge, my ideas. Henry, he did not accept that. He actually said to me, he said, "Be careful. Remember what happened last time a wife tried to meddle in my things. Well, off with her head, So I backed off and I went back to trying to make babies. So I knew my place. It is quite ironic I had to die this way. But all in all, I died happy giving birth. My ultimate goal, my purpose, as girls of good family, our purpose is really to get married and produce an heir. So I was fulfilled. I had accomplished my destiny. I had served my purpose. Back in the 16th century, things were quite different. Maybe in your days, it's not like that anymore. But I shall say, back then, if you dared, being different, your life hanging by a thread. I was smarter, much smarter than that. I was just lurking in the shadow, waiting for my time to shine. And my baby boy one day will get the throne. He one day will be the King of England, my own blood. I did that. I ate that. So I'm quite proud of myself. I don't think I should regret anything. I'm not even mean-spirited, because while I was a queen, I even tried to reconcile Mary, the first daughter of Henry, Catherine's daughter. She was estranged, but I tried to have them to talk to each other again. Family is very important. it matters to me a great deal. I'm a God-fearing woman, so I wish to have people around me to get along quite well. And needless to say that Henry and, well, his daughter Mary did not quite get on. But I managed to get them to make peace. Of course, I wasn't able to make her a rightful heir, but it was not really in my interest either. My interest being my son going on the throne. But at least they were good friends on good terms again. So it was quite nice, even to the children of his ex-spouses. Well, that's me, Jane Seymour. Very, 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 very nice young lady who knew a tragic fate, but who served her purpose. And as I said, I was his favorite, and I will be the favorite for the end of time.